Success this year for you comes down to one thing: your habits. Most entrepreneurs say they want the best year, but then do the same things as last year. If you change nothing, nothing changes. In fact, if you coast through this year, you'll wake up next year with nothing but regrets. Research with dying patients found that many stayed stuck in old patterns and habits out of a false sense of comfort. They pretended they were content, where deep down they longed for more. Don't let that be you. Think of the famous story of the elephant and the rope. A massive elephant is held by a tiny rope tied to its leg. It could break free at any time, but it doesn't even try. Why? Because as a baby elephant, that rope was enough to hold it. It tried and failed back then, so now it believes that same rope can still hold it forever. It's not the rope stopping the elephant, it's the belief that the rope is stopping it. I know how that feels. Let me take you back to when I was 22. I was about to graduate university and had a choice: take a six-figure dream job in banking or join a startup and make $300 a month. Everyone told me, take the money. But I fast forwarded in my head. I imagined being 40, looking back, and I knew I'd regret not giving the startup a shot. I literally said to myself, when I'm an old man, I'll regret that I didn't keep going. I'd rather know and fail than not know. So I turned down the job and went for the startup. It was risky, it was scary, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. Not because it was easy, it wasn't, but because it taught me to bet on myself instead of playing safe. Maybe you're thinking, that's great for you, Evan, but I'm not sure I can do it. I've tried changing and failed. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. If that doubt is in your head, I want you to remember that elephant. That doubt is just a tiny rope. It held the old you, but it doesn't have to hold the new you. Just because you failed before doesn't mean you'll fail forever. Failure is training, not your verdict. You can break free. You can change your habits starting now. So let's cut that rope and get you moving. All right, no more excuses. Let's get into the 7 habits that will make this year your best year yet. And stick with me, because if you apply these, I promise you will feel the change. If you've been here before, drop a hashtag Believe in the comments below so I can feature you here in a future video. And if you're new, welcome to Believe Nation, the only channel that helps you believe in yourself daily, one video at a time. Believe. Habit number 1, win your morning, win your day. Stop hitting that snooze button. The first thing you do each morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you start by snoozing, what are you really doing? You're telling yourself, my goals can wait. The first thing you do every day is tell yourself it's okay to not hit your goals when you hit snooze. Successful people don't start their day procrastinating. They start with intention. So here's what you're going to do. Carve out a powerful morning ritual. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be intentional. For me, I start every day by feeding my mind with something positive. I watch an inspiring video, a lot from this channel, to get my belief pumping. Then I create a quick post on my Instagram stories sharing a message with you guys. Why? Because it fuels me. That sets me up for the day. I want to create something every day that I'd be proud for my grandkids to see. So find what fuels you. Maybe it's reading a chapter of a motivational book, doing a quick workout, journaling your goals, and make it a non-negotiable morning habit. Science backs this up. A solid morning routine can increase your energy, productivity, and positivity and build momentum for the day. When you win the morning, you win the day. Tomorrow morning, instead of reacting to the alarm with dread, jump out of bed with purpose. Even if it's 15 minutes earlier than usual, use that time to focus on you. No phone, no emails, just something that builds your mindset or skills. And trust me, starting your day with intention rather than reacting will change everything. You'll feel more in control, more confident, and more motivated to crush whatever comes next. Habit number 2, curate your environment for greatness. You can't plant a seed in toxic soil and expect it to grow, right? In the same way, you can't achieve big goals while drowning in negativity and distractions. Your environment, the people you hang out with, the content that you consume, the spaces that you work in, is either lifting you up or pulling you down. There's no neutral state here. So it's time to take control of it. Start with what you consume every day. Social media, TV, news. If you scroll Instagram or Twitter and end up feeling like crap, that's a problem. How many times do you go through your phone and spend an hour on Instagram and feel worse about yourself than when you started? Probably too often. The solution? Curate your feed. Now, I do this myself. I only follow people that inspire me. My YouTube, my Instagram is great. I'm not following people who are out there spreading negativity. As soon as something negative appears, I swipe away. I am trying to engineer my online environment for boldness and belief, not negativity and doubt. you can do the same. Unfollow the haters, the cynics, the drama that doesn't involve you. Follow people who are where you want to be, who are sharing their knowledge, who make you feel energized. And this goes beyond social media. Look at your real life circle. Are the people around you supportive or skeptical about your dreams? Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And he's right. If your friends are complaining and playing victim all day, guess what? You'll start doing the same. But if you're around the go-getters, mentors, Believe Nation members here who lift you higher, you'll rise to their level. It's proven. Even emotions are contagious in groups. One Harvard study showed that seeing positive posts on Facebook actually made people feel more positive, and seeing negative posts made them negative. We catch mindsets from each other. So, audit your environment ruthlessly. Design it for success. Clean your workspace if it's cluttered and stressing you out. Put up a picture or quote that inspires you when you look at it. Maybe you need to spend less time with that always negative cousin and more time in a mastermind group or with fellow entrepreneurs who push you forward. Remember, you are the gatekeeper of what gets into your head, so protect it. When you surround yourself with positivity, ambition, and solutions, you automatically show up as a better version of you. Habit number 3, flex your discipline muscle daily. Successful entrepreneurs aren't magically more disciplined. They've just trained that muscle, and you can too by doing one hard thing every day. The goal is to prove to yourself that you're in control, not your temptations or your fears. Each day is an opportunity to send yourself a powerful message that I am stronger than my excuses. Now, I have a little weird way of doing this. I literally keep a giant Costco-sized bag of Doritos on my desk. It's right there behind me, right? Sounds a little weird, right? It's there on purpose. Doritos are my kryptonite. I love them. And by all rights, I should throw that bag out just to avoid the temptation. But I do the opposite instead. I have a strategy that's called Damn the Doritos. Just by thinking about it, my mouth is watering as I'm talking. I could eat that whole bag right now, but I'm not. Every day that unopened bag taunts me, and every day I choose to look at it with self-control, my mouth is watering, I want to remind myself that I'm stronger than the Doritos. When I resist it, I get a little bit more confidence. The high you get of self-confidence to know that you're stronger than the Doritos is incredible. It's not about the chips. It's about training willpower. You don't need a bag of Doritos, but you do need a daily willpower workout. Maybe it's taking a cold shower every morning so you're toughening your mind. Maybe it's committing to do that one task that you hate, like a sales call or coding or whatever it is for you, for 30 minutes every day without fail. Pick something that you typically shy away from or is a temptation that you usually cave to and challenge it head on in a small way. My mouth is still watering from the Doritos. Psychologists have found that willpower is like a muscle. Use it regularly and it grows stronger. Even small, regular tests of self-control can boost your willpower over time. So give yourself those tests. Now, why is this so important? Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you do the hard thing when you could easily take the easy way out, you reinforce an identity. I am disciplined. I follow through. And that identity is gold. It motivates every other habit. When you know you can count on you, your confidence shoots through the roof. You walk into meetings, into sales calls, investor pitches, whatever, with a quiet strength because you've proven to yourself in private that you have self-control. So starting today, choose your hard thing and flex that muscle daily. It doesn't have to be something extreme, just consistent. Those tiny acts of discipline, day after day, will compound into an inner strength. Also, if you want to take real action after this video, I made a free worksheet just for you. It covers the top lessons from today, gives you space to write down your biggest takeaways, and helps you build a simple action plan. It's 100% free. Just click the link in the description to go grab it. I'll see you there. Habit number 4, don't build alone. Get mentors and accountability. Entrepreneurship can be lonely if you let it, but success, it's a team sport. The smartest entrepreneurs actively seek help, feedback, and mentorship. They know that trying to do everything solo is a recipe for burnout and tunnel vision. As the African proverb goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Going far is the goal here. I had to learn this one the hard way. When I started out, I was stubborn. I thought I had to have all the answers myself. And when I didn't, I hid it. I was making no money in my first business, eating beans for lunch, struggling to survive, and I was too embarrassed to tell my friends or my family. I would lie and say, oh yeah, everything's good. I'm hustling. I'm living the entrepreneur life. Where inside, I felt like a failure. I mean, nobody likes to admit how much they suck, right? But that isolation nearly broke me. I almost quit on my dream because I was trying to do it all alone in silence. I eventually opened up and got guidance, and it saved my business. Don't do it alone because you'll probably fail. You'll quit along the way because it's too devastatingly lonely. That's the advice from my younger self to you. So what does this habit look like? It means building your support system. Find a mentor or a coach if you can. Someone who's a few steps ahead of you that can show you the ropes. If you can't get a one-on-one mentor, no problem. You can learn from virtual mentors, books, courses, videos right here. Believe Nation, there's a new video for you every day. Join a mastermind or a local entrepreneur group where people hold each other accountable. Even just one accountability buddy can 10x your progress. When you know someone asks you, hey, did you do what you said you were going to do? You show up differently. In fact, entrepreneurs who connect with mentors are proven to perform better. One study found that 70% of small business owners with mentors survive beyond 5 years, double the survival rate of those who go alone. That's huge. Mentors literally double your chances of success. So if you're starting out and feel like, who would mentor me? Here's a tip. Model first, I'll cover that next, and serve where you can. Offer to help out someone that you admire, add value to them, intern or volunteer in their world. You'll learn just by being around them. And don't overlook peer mentors. Someone at your level who is just as hungry can still be a great accountability partner. The point here is to get out of your own head and get feedback and support from others. It will keep you sane, motivated, and on the track when the road gets rough. Every hero has a guide. You're the hero of your story, but you're not meant to do it all alone. Habit number 5, keep learning, model the best. Never stop being a student. The moment you think, I know enough, you've started dying. Harsh but true. The world is evolving. Your industry is evolving. You need to evolve too. The quickest way to compress decades of learning into days is to model people who have already done what you want to do. Success leaves clues. Whatever goal you're chasing, someone out there has achieved something similar. So study them, copy the right things, and build on it. When I hit the lowest point in my first business, this habit is what saved me. Remember that startup that I chose? It was not all sunshine. I was making $300 a month. I felt like a total failure. I finally told my business partner I quit. I was done. But the next day I woke up and something clicked. I thought, someone has figured this out. Who has built a software company before? And Bill Gates was my guy. He's the first name that came to mind. I dove into young Bill Gates and how he built Microsoft from 0 to 1. I didn't care that he became a billionaire. I cared about how he started when he was just another kid with a dream. And I discovered something game-changing: partnerships. Gates landed a partnership with IBM that exploded Microsoft. But even before that, he grew through smaller partnerships. I thought, if partnerships got Microsoft from 0 to 1, maybe that's the key for us. So I copied it. I hustled to secure a partnership deal for our first startup, and boom, we got our first major break, a $13,500 deal with a UK distributor. For me, making $300 a month, $13,500 felt like $1 million. I went from drowning to breathing because I modeled success. And I tell this to entrepreneurs all the time now: find who solved your problem and learn from them. As I put it back then, Bill Gates had built a software company. I'm going to learn how he did it and apply it. That decision gave me hope and a roadmap. So make this a habit. Always be learning. Always be modeling. Read biographies, watch interviews, take courses, watch videos like this. If you have business idols, consume everything you can about how they think and how they operate. Don't just admire Elon Musk or Sarah Blakely or whoever. Study them. Emulate their mindsets and strategies that resonate with you. And read. There's a reason the average CEO reads around 4 to 5 books per month, while the average person barely reads 1 book a year. Leaders are learners. Every book or article or video is a mentorship session with the author. It's condensed wisdom for a few bucks or for free. Take advantage of that. The key here is consistency. Commit to a learning routine just like you commit to a workout. It could be 30 minutes of reading every day, or listening to podcasts during your commute, or taking an online class each month. Whatever it is, schedule it. Never be the smartest person in the room. If you are, you find a bigger room. Stay curious. Ask questions, seek feedback. The best entrepreneurs are always upgrading their skills and their knowledge. When you adopt this habit, you'll start noticing something pretty cool. You'll make better decisions faster. You'll spot opportunities and red flags that you used to miss. Why? Because you have a library of other people's experiences and insights in your head. That's your ultimate competitive advantage. Keep feeding your mind, and there's no limit to how high you can climb. Habit number 6, take action before you're ready. This habit is simple to understand, but hard to do. Less thinking, more doing. Planning has its place. Learning has its place, but nothing, and I mean nothing, beats taking action. So many aspiring entrepreneurs get stuck in analysis paralysis. They want the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect version of their product or service. Guess what? Perfect doesn't exist, and waiting for it will kill your dreams. You have to start before you're ready. You have to jump and grow wings on the way down. That's how real progress is made. One of my favorite expressions is version 1 is better than version 0. Your first attempt might be ugly, messy, even embarrassing, but at least it exists. You can improve something that isn't there. When I started my YouTube channel, I was not a natural on camera. In fact, I was awkward. It took me 350 videos. Yes, 350 videos before I felt slightly comfortable in front of the camera. Can you imagine if I had said, I'll start making videos once I'm good on camera? This wouldn't exist. Believe Nation wouldn't be here. I just had to post and post and post. Even when the views were low and my delivery wasn't great, that's how I got better, by doing. After my first year on YouTube, I had 25 subscribers and my videos, frankly, kind of sucked. 5 years in, I had maybe a few thousand subscribers. Most people would have quit right there. Most people do quit too soon, as we've already talked about. But I kept going, kept improving 1% with each video, and then momentum kicked in. 10 years later, those 25 subscribers turned into millions. The channel grew beyond what I ever imagined, all because I kept taking action instead of overthinking. So I want you to adopt this mantra: progress over perfection. Action over analysis. This doesn't mean go be reckless. It means don't let fear of failure or imperfection paralyze you. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Each failure is just an iteration. Think of it like software. You're releasing beta versions of yourself and your business, and you're getting feedback and you're updating it. Every launch, every attempt, it's version 1, 1.1, 1.2, and so on. But you can't get to version 2.0 without that rough draft of version 1.0. Maybe you haven't started your podcast because you're worried it won't be as good as some top podcaster. Record it anyway. Maybe you're hesitating to launch your product because it's not as polished as you'd like. Launch it anyway. You can tweak and refine as you go. The market will give you feedback. Your job is to get in the game and adapt. You will learn 10 times more from doing than from thinking about doing. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence and competence. It's a beautiful cycle once you're in it, but you have to break the inertia first. So whatever you've been putting off, that big idea, that next step, start now, today. It won't be perfect, and that's okay. You're going to learn, adjust, and get better. The greatest realizations, opportunities, and yes, even luck tend to come to those who are in motion. So get moving. Habit number 7, stay consistent and patient. Play the long game. Finally, if you want this year to truly be your best year, you must embrace the power of consistency. Greatness is achieved through daily practice and patience over time, not one-off spurts of effort. In a world obsessed with overnight success, you need to be the tortoise, not the hare. Be willing to put in the work consistently and trust that the results will follow, even if you don't see them immediately. I'll share 2 visuals that I love, one from nature and one from my own journey. First, nature, the Chinese bamboo tree, right? For the first 4 years, a Chinese bamboo seed sits underground with no visible growth. You water it, you nurture it, and nothing seems to happen. Year 1, nothing. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. 4, nothing. Most people would give up, dig up the seed in frustration. But in year 5, boom, this tiny shoot finally breaks through the soil and then grows 80 feet in just 6 weeks. 80 feet! It seems like an overnight explosion, but was it? No. It was years of invisible growth, of root spreading deep and wide, creating a foundation for that rapid rise up. If at any point you stopped watering, that bamboo would have died in the ground. Consistency and patience made the miracle happen. Your journey is the same. You may be putting in tons of work right now with little to show for it, but if you're laying the foundation, the breakout will come. Success is often building quietly on the ground until one day it shoots up for everyone to see. Now, in my journey, I already told you about my slow start on YouTube, 5 years to crack a few thousand subscribers. It was pretty demoralizing at times, but I kept reminding myself why I started: to help entrepreneurs. And I kept uploading videos every day, even when the growth was slow. Most people quit too soon. All I had going for me was I kept going. I just refused to quit. Eventually, the curve turned upwards. After those first 5 years of grinding, the next 5 years saw exponential growth. We crossed 100,000, then 1 million, now over 4 million subscribers. It looks like a huge jump, but it was really the compound effect of consistent effort. One video didn't do it. 1,000 videos did. One push-up doesn't get you fit. 100 push-ups a day over months does. Consistency isn't sexy, I get it. Doing the same small things every day can feel boring when you crave big results, but I promise you, this is exactly how big results are achieved. James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Every small action, every small daily habit is like a penny that's doubling. It might not look like much today, tomorrow, even next week, but give it time and you'll see an astounding transformation. The key is to keep showing up, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Anyone can work hard when they're motivated. Warriors work hard even when they're not. So ask yourself, what's 1 or 2 critical things, if done consistently, that will move the needle most for your business or life? It could be making 5 sales calls every weekday. It could be writing 500 words for your book every morning. It could be posting 1 piece of content daily to build your brand. Commit to it and stick to it like clockwork. Put it on your calendar, track it, make it a non-negotiable. And while you're being consistent, practice patience. Trust the process. Remind yourself of the bamboo tree. Just because you don't see growth yet doesn't mean nothing's happening. So stay patient and keep watering those seeds. Most people will give up in the 3rd inning. You're going to be the one who's still playing strong in the 9th. That's why you'll win. Your future self will thank you a year from now for the habits you start today. These 7 habits are not quick fixes. They are identity shifts for you. They transform you into the kind of person who naturally achieves more, who inspires others, and who lives with purpose and confidence. You've got this. I believe in you. But more importantly, you're starting to believe in you too. You showed up here right now today. You've invested in yourself right here today. That's the difference between someone who dreams and someone who does. So keep showing up, keep doing the work, and no matter how tough it gets, remember why you started. Your best year ever is in reach. It's time to grab it. And congratulations, you're 1 video closer to who you're meant to be. Believe. To learn the 7 traits all successful people have in common, check the video right there next to me. I think you'll love it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there. All successful people have the exact same 7 traits. Most people will ignore this and stay average. If you ignore it, chances are 5 years from now, you'll still feel stuck, or worse, you'll be looking back with regret